Bonjour Scorpio and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different tarot reading for you. I'm going to be looking at a past life that's still having an impact on your current life. So I'm going to give you a bit of a disclaimer here. I'm using the Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle deck. Now I love this deck, it really is beautiful, but it doesn't shy away from difficult archetypes and themes. So if you know you are likely to get triggered, then by all means do click away now. Otherwise, if you're up for it, let's see what we've got for you. So I hope you are all doing well. Now please, as always, do bear in mind those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. So take what resonates and just drop the rest. And if you would like a bigger picture, put all of the jigsaw bits together, then you may want to check your Moon, Venus and Rising signs for this, as it can be quite interesting. So let's see what we've got for you. What do we have for my Scorpio Aquarians, please? I think that's about right. Okay. So your first card is the Wild West. Second card is Fire Disaster. Third card is Construction. And the fourth card is Burned. You've got fire energy in here, a lot of fire energy. That's interesting. Okay, let's see what we have with the tarot. I'm going to delve into your message. If you're interested in the decks, by the way, they will be listed in the description box below. So clarify those energies for my Scorpio Aquarians, please. So, what do we have? We have a major arcana here, Justice, supported by the Seven of Cups. And that's another major arcana here, Introspection. That's the Hermit in this deck, supported by the Three of Cups. The Nymph of Swords, that's the Page of Swords. And the Devil card, so another major. Six of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles. You have two sevens in the bottom row here. Number of experience and confidence. Clarify the Devil for me, please. This card is calling me, so I'm going to grab it. The Witch, the Magician. Alright. Interesting. Okay. Right. So, this is the past life that's still having an impact on you. So, in the past life, you were living in the Wild West. So, you were a cowboy, a settler, or an indigenous person. And obviously, it says the Wild West, so for some of you that will be literally the Wild West, but depending on, where you are, it could be a different place. But the point is, you were a settler or you were native from this place. And you have a big energy here of Justice, Major Arcana, supported by the Seven of Cups. Now, Major Arcanas represent big energies that have a long-term effect on your life path. They represent, for me, as a tarot reader, the intervention of your spirit team. So whether you work with angels, ancestors, God, the universe, spirit, this is their intervention in order to nudge you in the right direction or ensure that you are getting all of the opportunities you need to evolve mentally, emotionally or spiritually. And we have two karma cards in the tarot deck, in the majors, and that's justice and judgment. And justice really is you reap what you sow. This is an energy of harmony coming back, of justice coming into your life, you know, bringing about righting the wrong is what I'm hearing in my head very, very clearly. And the sevens are experience, confidence that stems from experience, self-assessment. Cups is the emotional realm, so obviously love, relationships, feelings and emotions, but also your intuition. It's water energy, so you know, your element. The Seven of Cups sometimes talks about feeling slightly overwhelmed when you look at all of your options. This is not really the energy I am seeing. What I'm seeing is you reflecting on how you're feeling towards this situation, because justice came into the mix and you have been treated unfairly, is what I'm hearing, in a past life. You were probably a settler, or you were the natives, you know, because there were casualties in both sides, and unfairness was rampant at this time. And justice came about and righted the wrongs. You know, there were some deep wrongs that were righted. That's what I'm seeing from these two cards. You know, it gave you emotional experience and confidence. And in the current, your present, you have fire disaster. Now there's forest fires, there's volcano explosion, city fire. So you may have had to live through this. It could also be not physical. It could be a fire disaster, as in an explosion of anger. There might be a lot of anger. There might have been a huge argument created by unfairness, which is why we have this past life coming back up, you know, and it triggered you, or it's triggering you right now. And this is supported by the Hermit and the Three of Cups. Because you see, the Hermit, again, major arcana, this is the card of going within to find answers. It is shadow work, you know, looking at all of the dark corners of your personality without judgment and growing from it, doing the work, healing yourself. It can also be, you know, finding out what your heart and soul truly desire. It can be reflecting on something. If there's been a big explosion, you may be going in and trying to find out why this happened. This really is you know, a working on yourself card. And this is supported by the Three of Cups. Now the Three is growth and expansion. And the Cups, as I've explained here, they represent the emotional realm. So this work could represent some kind of emotional growth for you. The other things, the other message I'm getting from this is this may be the trigger for it. Because this is a card of socializing as well, you know, of celebrating, and this may have triggered you into hermit mode because there was an explosion, as in literally people got angry, for instance, you know, and it triggered the unfairness that you experienced in the past. That's the message I'm getting. For some of you, it will be physically you had to go through, you know, some kind of fire disaster, which obviously is awful. Because you may have lost everything or are losing everything right now, which triggered you to go within and focus on your feelings and emotion rather than the physical realm. But that's just for very few of you. I'm really getting the message of explosion in a sense of people arguing, you know, severe argument. Yeah, severe disagreement. That's what I'm hearing. And this is the near future. Construction, so builder, architect, carpenter. So if you have been through a fire disaster, this may lead you to want to rebuild your home, literally, you know, and learn the skills. So that may be the case. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you've got the Page of Swords supported by those two energies here. Now the pages represents messages, new directions, but also training. You know, they're training to become a knight. And Swords is the mental realm. It's all to do with thoughts, ideas, and knowledge. So the Page of Swords is someone who's researching. gaining knowledge in order to move forward. So researching how to rebuild your home, for instance, if we're talking in the physical realm here. And this is supported by the devil and the magician. And the devil is a limiting energy that can be inner or outer. So if it's inner, it could be negative self-talk, like, you'll never be able to do this. Why would you even attempt it? It could be, temptation, addiction, codependency. But I'm really getting this as a negative self-talk. Like, you're not going to be able to rebuild. Why are you even trying? But the magician's here, and the magician is the super manifester. This is the card of, you have everything at the tips of your fingers. You really can do this. This is your spirit team telling you, you can overcome your devil, whatever your devil is, because you are capable and you can do this. Obviously, you have to take action, but it's there for you. So if you have lost things because of a fire disaster, this is what I'm reading. If this is about explosions, like big unfairness and anger, this is saying that you can rebuild those relationships, whether it's at work or within your family, because the Page of Swords can also represent a new way of thinking, or new facts and truths coming your way. And again, with the magician, it's saying that you can mend this, whatever it is you're trying to mend, because that devil in this case could be someone in the vicinity, someone who's toxic. But with you as the magician, you can overcome this toxicity, is what I'm seeing. So it is very empowering. And then this is the lesson, and you have burned. You see, it's really very fiery. So you've got house fire, persecution, branding, book burning. So if we're talking physical fire, house fire, burned, in the lessons, you have the Six of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So the six, I love the energy of the sixes because they represent harmony after having overcome a challenge. And if you've gone through a physical fire, this is one heck of a challenge. And this is, the Wands is passion and power. It's your spirit, really, what your heart and soul truly desire. And the Six of Wands talks about a victory, that comes with some level of recognition, is triumphing over it. And this is supported by the Seven of Pentacles, your second seven energy of self-evaluation, confidence that stems from the experience that you went through. And Pentacles is a physical realm, so home life, work life, career, whatever the case may be. So the Seven of Pentacles talks about evaluating, having patience, and really looking at, the effort that you've put in, cause and consequences, and taking stock of that. And this is how you're going to manifest this victory. So if we're talking physical fire, you will get over this by being patient with yourself, giving time for your rebuilding efforts with the construction card to bear their fruit, because they will be there. But it's earth energy, it's just slow energy. However, it's very steadfast. You can rely on earth energy. If this was more of the case of a huge argument, big problems here, you will triumph over this by being patient. Okay, this is really the card of being patient in that context, and being kind to yourself and others, with patience, kindness, working through it, because the Pentacles energy is also hard work. You will, see past this. Now, if in a past life you were treated unfairly as a native, there is the idea of branding as well here. This is, well, they used to do that to some natives, didn't they? And they persecuted them. And obviously, this is the lesson on how to overcome this and not bringing this kind of energy back into your current life. Because what I'm seeing here for some of you is that you have this volcano within you that may be just well within you. This injustice that happened to you in the past, even if it got righted, may be all-consuming right now because you've not made peace with it, which is why you are being advised to go into hermit mode. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you found this message insightful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. I really appreciate it. I wish you a wonderful end of the month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.